I find it disturbing. I was told that my life was in danger and that people are watching me. Kind of sounds crazy, but I came to find out that majority of these people who are being shown right now all have pictures of cell phones in their hand with their cameras, like they're showing affiliation to something or that they're watchers of some sort. And I only have one of them as my friend, I do believe, but I've noticed that we've had multiple of the people with these accounts that have these same type of profile pictures that share my content. We're not friends of any sort, and it's like they randomly just share my content, and they all have similar profile pictures. Really disturbing, honestly. I don't know what to call it or how to put my finger on it, but they all take pictures like this with the cell phones up to their faces, like showing that they're watching you or something. Really weird. But yes, here's a handful of the people who have shared my content or who have tried to send me friends requests uh, in the past couple months. Really weird. All right, we're doing an investigation about this police officer who sold me in Under the River. So I just contacted the police department. He gave me a fake number, something for some blackjack, some bullshit. And then I tried to get public records or from the police officers themselves, and gave me another fake number. So watch this. We're gonna call back. Wait. That's not it. Okay, Phoenix Police Department, 262-6151. Okay, here we go.
Phoenix Police, this is Nellie speaking. How may I help you?
Yes, ma'am. I just recently called there. I'm doing an investigation. I'm trying to look for an officer who who worked for the Central Bus Station. He was assigned there during 2013 at 300 North Central Avenue. A lady just.
This is where we set up. This is where we set up officers. It's not anything I'll be able to answer for you anyway. So let me give you a different number.
Yeah, that one didn't go to anywhere. The last one.
What number did she? What did she say it was to?
To personnel or something. The police personnel.
What number did
She
what
gave.
is the phone number she gave you?
Well, the first officer gave me a number to something called blackjack. It just said something about blackjack, and then hung up on me. And then the second number went to nowhere. The phone number was 602-626-6925.
That is.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. I'm getting a bunch of runarounds from everybody over there.
Try fiscal management at 602.
Okay, let's see.
262.
Okay, 602, 62. Okay, 602.
No.
What?
262.
Okay, 262.
6131.
6131. Okay, so that is
Fiscal management.
physical management. Okay, and
No,
that.
not physical. Fiscal.
Okay, fiscal. Okay, so it's 602 62 or 262 6131.
Yes, sir.
Okay, thank you very much. Okay, now let's call this number now. Let's check this out. See, they're all fucking like, what the fuck investigation, huh? Yeah, I'm gonna fucking find this guy and ask him who he had me sit down with that day. Six two six 6131. Here we go. Must be another dead end. Ring, ring, ring. What'd I say? Unbelievable. So there's 3 numbers that was given to us that was false by the fucking Phoenix Police Department, trying to investigate the guy who made me sit down with an undercover officer, I guess, supposedly, to talk to. So, okay, there's another no. Okay, so there's 3 numbers in a row. That's 3 times we've gotten the runarounds from the Phoenix Police Department. Okay, so let's do this again. I'm gonna call them back again. Say the number that they gave us is booty whack. So that's just it's pretty convenient, I think. Okay. So let's call them back. I wonder if there's a different number. Code Enforcement Unit. Maybe we should know. So let's try to call them back one more time and see what they have to say. 51. All right. 4th time's a charm.
Phoenix Police, this is Amanda. How can I help you?
Yes, Amanda. I just called there about 4 different times trying to get information. I'm conducting an investigation, trying to hunt down an officer who worked at the central station who was assigned there during 2013. And the past 4 times I got off the phone getting different phone numbers, they all lead to nowhere. They just go blank or go to something that's completely different from what they said. Who do I need to contact to get this information?
I would reach out to the employee verification.
Okay.
Let me get a number for that.
Okay.
Okay, that number's going to be 602.
Okay, let's see. 602
262
262
6608.
6608. And this is to what number? What's this a number to?
It's the employment verification.
Employment. And they'll have records of this officer?
They should.
Okay, awesome.
If they were employed in the city of Phoenix.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much.
Oh, you're welcome.
Okay, so let's see if this pans out. 602 262 6608. Here goes nothing. Let's see. Wow, they must be really busy, huh? It's probably one of the most corrupt departments I fucking ever heard of. So let's try to call it back. Let's wait a little bit and let's see. Fucking hilarious. Let's try it again. All right. Okay. So that's 4 different people that we called and got different phone numbers, all different phone numbers, and 3 of them all went to different things. So that's just hilarious. So let's try to call it one more time. Typical. Okay. All right, so let's cut. Okay, we are back. We're back, and we're going to try a different phone number. Like I said, I'm currently investigating this officer who actually contacted another officer in regards to the guy who kicked in my door with my kid in my hands. So we're going to see if we can hunt down this officer. So let's see. We are going to contact, it says Phoenix Police Department Code Enforcement Unit. So let's just try this phone number, because it seems like we're getting nowhere going directly to them. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Here, baby. Let me see. Okay, so let's try this. 602. 602 5 3 4 1127. So let's see what they have to say.
You have reached the Phoenix Police Department Public Records and Services Unit. Usted ha llamado al Departamento de Archivos Públicos del Departamento de Policía de Phoenix. Para información en español, oprima el número 1. Our address is 1717 East Grant Street, Suite number 100, Phoenix, Arizona 85034. We're located on Grant Street east of 16th Street. Our office hours are 8 a.m. to 4 p.m., Monday through Friday. We are closed on all city holidays. For
Okay.
information on fingerprinting services, please press 1.
No.
For information on obtaining a copy of a traffic accident report, please press 2. For information on obtaining a copy of a department report, please press 3. For information on letters of clearance, please press 4. For additional items that are available, please press 5. To repeat this information, press 9. If you need additional information, please press 0 to speak to an operator.
There we go.
If you receive this message again during regular business hours,
0.
your call may be monitored or recorded for training purposes.
So is this.
Thank you for holding. Our representatives are helping other callers. Please hold for the next available representative.
All right. Now let's see what kind of bullshit we get from these people. This is very frustrating.
Thank you for holding. Our representatives are still helping other callers. Please continue to hold, and your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Okay.
Thank you for holding. Our representatives are still helping other callers. Please continue to hold, and your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Okay. Unreal. They hear the words investigation, they're like,
Thank you for holding. Our representatives are still helping other callers.
Okay.
Please continue to hold, and your call will be answered in the order it was received. Thank you for holding. Our representatives are still helping other callers. Please continue to hold, and your call will be answered in the order it was received. Thank you for holding. Our representatives are still helping
Jesus.
other callers. Please continue to hold, and your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Unbelievable. Babe. Oh my god.
Thank you for holding. Our representatives are still helping other callers. Please
Really?
continue to hold, and your call will be answered in the order it was received.
Wow. Alright, come on.
Thank you for holding. Our
Yeah, well, it looks like we're not getting nowhere with this phone
helping other
number.
callers. Please continue to hold, and your call will
Yeah, we'll
be
let it
answered
we'll let it
in
ring
the
one more
order
time.
it was
Let's
received.
do it. they're probably doing an APB with my phone number going, do not answer questions. I'm going to bust it wide open here.
Thank you for holding. Our representatives are still helping other callers.
Okay.
Please continue to hold, and your call...
Okay, so let's try a different phone number. Here we go. We're looking at their list of phone numbers here. And then we have, let's try to do this then. Let's contact, let's see. Well, I guess they have like a crimes unit, so let's try to contact these people. Or not, okay, so it's 602-495-5001. See what we can get over here.
Phoenix Police Department's Union Hills Neighborhood Substation. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. For a non-emergency situation that requires police response, please press 1. For Traffic Bureau North, press 2. For the Vehicular Crimes Unit, press 3. For Black Mountain Precinct, press 4. For Pawn Detail, press 5. For photo enforcement questions, press 6. For general traffic complaints, press 7. Thank you for calling the Phoenix Police Department's Union Hills Neighborhood Substation. You've reached Phoenix Police Department's Union Hills Neighborhood Substation. If this is an emergency, please hang up and dial 911. For a non-emergency situation that requires police response,
let's do this.
Please press 1.
Let's press 1.
Traffic Bureau.
Here we go.
Wait while I transfer your call. Phoenix Police, this is Norma. How can I help you?
Yes, Norma. I'm currently doing an investigation. I'm trying to locate an officer who was stationed at the Central Station down there at 300 North Central Avenue. He was there in 2013. I've contacted the police department over 5 different times with getting 5 different responses with different phone numbers leading nowhere. I'm really trying to hunt down this officer and question him. Who can I contact to get the information to get a hold of him?
You believe that he was working at Central City Precinct?
Oh, no. He was stationed at the Central bus station down there on Central Avenue.
Okay. I mean, I can... Hang on just a second. Let me see if I can find a phone number.
Okay, thank you.
Just a moment. The traffic enforcement unit number is 480 353 0841.
Okay. And is there any other numbers that I can get from you that possibly has records of police officers from 2013 that could have been stationed there during this time?
You could call Employment Services, sir. I don't have that information yet here.
Okay, what's that phone number?
Hold on.
Thank you.
Uh, 602-262-6925.
Okay, awesome. Thank you very much.
You're welcome.
Okay, so there's 2 different phone numbers. Okay, and let's see. Okay, it looks like one of them was the one that was already given to us by one of the other operators. So let's go ahead and hunt down this phone number. 480-353-0841. Okay, so here we go. All right, here we go. Let's see where we go from here.
X-ray 41 is Bobby.
Yes, I'm currently doing an investigation. I'm trying to hunt down an officer who was stationed at your guys' bus terminal down there at Central Station 300 North Central Avenue during 2013. Uh,
Ooh,
who would I contact to get a hold of these records possibly? He kind of, I mean, I know the description of the officer. He was a taller guy. I'm not sure if you're familiar who Fred Gwynn is, like Herman Munster. He kind of looked like that guy.
who am I speaking with first off?
My name's Scott.
Scott, what?
Scott Paulson.
And what is this regarding?
It's just an investigation regarding. He had me sit down with a individual who claimed he was an undercover officer, and I'm currently trying to reach out to the police department up there, and they have no records of anything that happened with this situation. So I'm trying to figure out who this officer had me sit down with.
Okay, and then is this a report that you were part of?
Yes. This a guy. I guess he was a drug dealer in my area where I was living in Phoenix. He kicked in my door with my child in my hands. I kind of knew the guy, and I ended up calling the cops. And well, I didn't call the cops. I actually was down at the bus station and told this officer who was stationed down there, and he told me to hold on a second. He took my ID. He had me sit down with this guy in a Coca-Cola uniform claiming to be an officer. And this is what I'm trying to get to, is because I contacted the police department up there, and they just said none of this makes sense. So it's just kind of bewildering to me that any of this happened and that nobody can give me any information on this.
What's your birthday, Scott?
Well, I choose not to answer any of that right now. I'm just trying to get this information for my personal
I can't help you
investigation.
if you're not going to give me the information that I need, so.
Okay, so I can't get any public records whatsoever.
Absolutely, you can call our police headquarters and request it, but again, I can't help you if you don't give me information.
Okay, well, this is what I'm saying is none of this is documented, supposedly, because I already gave this information to the officer up there. And supposedly, because I guess at the time during 2013, he gave me a card and he wrote his name on the back of it saying Detective Jones. So I called this certain, I guess it's your guys' undercover department or something, and they said all of their undercovers are named Jones. That's their little code word. And I'm like, well, okay, well, then who do I know who I'm trying to get a hold of? And so from that day on, I haven't heard anything back from them. And it's just really weird. I mean, because nobody can give me any information on this. And it seems that he either sold the information back to these drug dealers, and now that my wife's at stake, or I honestly can't get a hold of anybody regarding this subject.
And this is 2013, you're deciding to call 7 years later?
Yes, sir. I know people are like, what the hell?
What's that?
I know. I say a lot of people who hear this are just like, what the hell? You waited 7 years for this? And it's just, the only reason why is because I went to prison, and a ex-gang member dropout told me that my name was on a hit list, supposedly, and I'm just doing this investigation to possibly get wind of who this guy actually had me sit down with, and to see if this was a real officer or what. But I'm trying to get that main officer who was stationed there at the central station. He was a bigger guy. He kind of looked like Fred Gwynn.
Where was the station at?
300 North Central Avenue. And it was during 2013. And he had this supposed officer came out. He had a Coca-Cola uniform on and everything. He brought out a laptop, took down my statement and everything video-wise, and then left. He gave me his card and said that he would be in contact with me to keep my head on a swivel, and that was the last I ever heard from the guy.
When did you get out of prison?
2014 or 16. So I'm pretty sure you can look me up just by using that information if you need it.
Do you have tattoos all over your neck?
Yes, sir.
Okay. And a web on your eye?
Yes, sir.
I don't know what's so hard about giving your birthday then.
Oh no, because honestly, I don't know. I honestly don't know who to trust at this point because honestly, I don't know who I'm talking to, if it's a good guy or a bad guy at this point. And it's just kind of just ridiculous that you trust in the officers to handle things like drug dealers kicking in your door. You give them certain information, and for them to go behind your back and probably either sell it right back to the drug dealers themselves and put you on a hit list, and it just doesn't make any sense.
So where'd you get that info at?
Excuse me?
Where'd you get info about you being on a list?
I was in a lockdown, in a, I don't know what the hell they call it, like not a PC, but it's like when you don't want to go to a yard, because I was still in fear for my life at that time, and they would just put you on a lockdown, and I was next to this inmate, and I started talking to him. I guess he was an ex-mafia dropout or something, and he said, yeah, you're on the list, man, you're on the list, and I tried to get him to fill out paperwork and everything, and then they moved him, so I don't even remember his name or any of that stuff, but he was just like, yeah, just like you got a web in your ear, you're dead. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm just really, I turned my life around when I got out of prison. I run a television channel on Amazon Fire TV and Roku. I do a lot of positive stuff these days, and I'm kind of just wanting to document everything and to see if it actually pans out, to see if my name is actively on a list or what. Like, I just don't know the route to go to get that information.
Did you go political at all?
Oh, hell no. I don't believe in any of that stuff.
Where did you do your time at?
Well, first I started off at Whetstone, and those guys there wanted to see my paperwork or whatever, and I didn't know like the whole deal was, so I ended up leaving from the yard, and they ended up just bouncing me around because I didn't want to stay on any of the yards because I felt, for my life, of course. But yeah, it's just really exhausting, just dealing with this and trying to fathom what the hell really happened that day.
I don't see any drug cases, so I don't know what your thoughts are.
Oh, no. I mean, the guy who supposedly put me on his list, his name is Rufio Mendoza. I actually have his information. And this is, it's just really weird because, this officer had me sit down with this officer, supposedly, who was an undercover. He brought out his laptop and recorded me, tell him where this guy lived, what he does, and then for him to give me that card that day, and then never contact me back.
It's kind of silly that you don't remember who the is that the only time you ever talked to him?
Oh yeah, just that one time. He gave me a card that panned out. It actually went to this your guys' undercover area or whatever, who handles undercover officers, and they said that all of their detectives there were Jones. That was their code name to give anybody, I guess, who they deal with. And and then the lady just said, "There's nothing else I can help you with." So to me, it was kind of just like, okay, then what the hell was the point, And the only person I can know that I know was that big officer there who was stationed down there, because when I would ride the bus, he was always out there at that little bubble area.
Yeah, but the only thing is that officer ain't gonna know because they're not an undercover.
Well, no, he's the one who called his friend. He said, "Hell, I'm going to call my friend and have you talk to him." And then this is when this guy showed up. So if I'm pretty sure if I can get a hold of this guy, I can ask him that, who did you put me in contact with that day that you brought out, and who sat there and recorded me on his laptop.
And what were they contacting you about?
Oh, no, I contacted them. I was letting them know that the drug dealer who kicked in my door with my kid in my hands, I was telling him where he lived because I didn't feel safe calling the cops directly on my phone at my house. So I went down to the bus station, and I seen a cop there, and I said, "Hey, can you put me in contact with somebody I can give information to?" And this guy pulled up and then brought out his laptop and recorded me and everything.
Well, where was that at where they kicked your door in?
I lived it was in Phoenix at the Camelback Vista Apartments. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if there's record of it because I didn't call the cops physically from a phone and have them come to my house. It was just more of I showed up there and I talked to that officer.
That doesn't make sense at all, man. Why would you need to talk to an undercover officer about your house getting broken into?
Because he was I guess supposedly he was some cartel member or drug dealer or whatever the hell, and I just didn't feel safe calling from my house there.
okay, but you didn't make a report.
Well, that's what I thought I was doing when the guy showed up.
What's the dude's name?
I don't know. Oh, you talking about the guy who kicked in my door?
Yeah.
Oh, his name was Rufio Mendoza.
How do you spell his first name?
Let me see. Hold on. I can actually pull it up on my phone. See, because I figured out where this guy lived. Let's see. Okay.
Are you on paper still?
No, sir.
Did you carry your number?
Excuse me?
Did you carry your number?
What's that?
When you got out of prison.
A number?
Yeah, your DOC number.
Oh, yeah. My DOC number's, oh, God.
I don't need it.
Okay. Okay, let's see here. Okay, his name is, let's see, where the heck is it? Here we go. Okay, it's, let's see. Rufino, Rufino. And then his last name is Mendoza, Mendoza. But yeah, it's like I don't want to be that guy who has to live with his head on a swivel, looking over his shoulder constantly, wondering if my life is in danger. You know what I mean? This is the only reason why I'm actually doing this.
It's crazy.
I know, trust me. I've been living with it since 2013, man. Trust me, I know crazy.
I'm sure you were dealing with shit before 2013, so.
Oh no, well not really. I mean, well, nothing like this anyway. Nothing to do with these people.
Do you have that DOC number?
Hold on a second. Let's see here. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see here. Let's see, mugshot. Okay, let's see. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Where the hell is it? Okay, it's mugshot.
Hold on a second, right?
Okay. Damn it. Where's this sack of shit? Where the fuck is it?
You still there?
Yes, sir.
I'm not seeing anything in 2013 either with that dude.
Okay. So what's the possibilities of this guy not even being a police officer? You know what I mean? Like, I'm not sure if you know, this cop that was at that station is either like just sold me out or what, or just put some money in his pocket real quick or what.
You're watching too many shows, dude.
Oh, trust me, I'm not watching shows, man. I've been living with this crap. I've been documenting for a while now.
They might do that in prison, but not doubt they're gonna be doing that there.
So you're saying me that police corruption isn't possible?
No, it's not impossible, but if they ask for help, they're not gonna bring some fucking dude in a Coke shirt to come talk to you about a home invasion.
Right, that's what I don't understand is why would this guy give me information and have this cop or this supposed cop show up with a laptop and record me giving a statement?
Were you trying to work off information, or?
Excuse me?
To me, that's what it sounds like. Were you trying to work on information, like be a CI?
Oh, no, not at all. I wasn't even trying to do anything like that. I was just trying to report this guy. He was a drug dealer, and he was claiming to be a cartel member. And like I said, I didn't feel comfortable calling from my house, so I went on the bus, and I went downtown, and I seen a police officer, and I just went up to the first police officer I seen, and that was this guy. And then he ended up saying, excuse me?
How old was that dude?
The police officer?
No, the Mendoza.
Oh, I think he was like 37, possibly. He had long hair. Just tall, skinny guy.
You don't have a DOC number, huh?
I'm looking for it right now still. My wife found it a while ago, and she sent it to me. I'm trying to look here on Messenger. I mean, if anything, I can... Oh, man, let me see. I mean, I have his mug shots and everything. Because he's not in the system, I don't believe. Let's see. Yeah, he was released. Yeah, I'm gonna have to look for his DOC number there, but yeah, like I was just mainly trying to hunt down this officer to see who he had me talk to that day is all.
Well, it makes it kind of hard when 7 years later.
I know, of course. That's. But yeah, just hearing that my life was in danger is just like I have to do something about it. You know, everybody I go to talk to, law enforcement wise, is just like, oh, you're full of shit, or you know, same thing. You watch too many movies, there, buddy. You know what I mean? It's kind of just frustrating, you know, when you hear this and then nobody wants to help you.
Are you still in town here?
Oh no, hell no, I got the hell away from Phoenix.
Oh, well, that's smart.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not even seeing anything in DOC.
Yeah, he was.
You found a DOC number for him?
My wife did. She found one like a few months ago. Let's see. I'm still looking here. I can't find it. Babe.
Hey, what's your phone number?
520-869-1186.
520?
869-1186.
Are you guys still in Tucson?
Yes, sir.
It's a hyphen.
Yeah, because I mean, when I looked him up, I paid for this app that tells you their information and everything. It told me where he lives now, his all of his contact information with other people. And yeah, it's just frustrating, man. Honestly.
That's a good app.
Oh yeah.
That's scary.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see the MDLC number.
Sorry, I don't need it. Yeah, I don't see any reports at all, especially with you from 2011. Like, you can go down to our main police headquarters and request all your records.
Really?
You don't have to pay for them, but I don't know what that's going to do for you.
Okay, can I ask you a personal question? If you were in my situation, what would you do to handle this? Like, who would you actually reach out to figure out what the hell's going on? Because everybody I go to talk to is just like the same thing over and over. It's just like, well, we don't know what to do. We can't help you. It's been too long. You know what I mean? And if if my name is active on a hit list, like, who do I need to contact to get confirmation of this? Like, there isn't.
Well, stop right there.
Okay.
Like, if your name's on a hit list, it's not going to be because of there's nothing on paper here.
Right.
So
That's what I'm saying.
What you did in prison to get on a hit list.
Oh no, I didn't do anything. That's what I was saying, was because this is the only possible way, is that this guy in his Coca-Cola outfit and everything, who came out and recorded me that day, either just took that information and went to these guys and said, hey, this guy's snitching on you, and fucking now I'm, you know what I mean? So it's just like it's just like I don't want to live with this thought.
Well, you know how prison stuff goes. Like, show me the paper.
Exactly. That's the whole reason, is that this is the only documentation, is because I sat down with this guy. He brought out his laptop. He showed me, heck, hey, here, this is where this guy lives and everything. I showed him where he lived, what he does, and, you know, never heard from him again.
Well, they're probably just working him, but I still don't understand. That doesn't make sense at all.
Exactly.
Like, for you not to, for there not to be a report.
Yeah, so obviously this guy didn't even report it or put it in. He just sold me under the or threw me under the bus, basically.
I doubt he's gonna throw you under the bus because you didn't even exist in any paper.
Well, that's what I'm. Well, no, I'm saying that I don't. I mean, well, that's what I'm saying, is if this guy came out,
make up names.
and if he's an undercover agent or whatever, and he's like maybe tied in with the cartel, maybe they just pay him off or whatever to give him information. You know what I mean? Like, that's the only way I can think of what could have happened. The only thing I could process at this point is that's exactly what happened.
And you got a prison when?
2016.
Hold on, let me finish looking this up. Did you get tased?
Excuse me?
I said, did you get tased by officers?
Tased?
Yeah, tased.
Oh, no.
Taser.
No, not at all. I was actually fine in prison. Didn't have any problems, didn't get involved with anything. Sat and actually thought about what I wanted to do with my life when I got out, you know. Had good almost 3 years to sit and think about it, you know, and I've been, you know, living positive since I came out. I have a baby, you know.
Nice.
I run a television station on Amazon Fire TV and Roku. You know, I do a lot of advertising, production, distribution for television shows.
What's your station?
Chop Block TV. You know, we showcase a lot of horror stuff, documentaries, etc.
Nice.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, I could have done something and went live with this and you know, maybe, you know, turned a few heads, but at this point, it's just like, I don't know who to trust. That's the main reason why I'm trying to hunt this guy down and ask him, who the hell did you have me sit down with this day, and you have record me with a fucking laptop? You know what I mean?
How about the real question is, this dude's a drug dealer, and why is he kicking your door in?
Well, that's the whole thing, is because I was actually kind of friends with the guy. You know what I mean? Like, he would always come by, and at the time I was using drugs, and, you know, he would be like, hey, Scott, you know, can I come at your house and, you know, hang out for a minute? And he said, yeah, no problem, you know what I mean? I kind of liked the guy, you know, and then one night he was all fucking high on methamphetamine with 2 other gangbanger guys, and he knew I had a bunch of recording equipment, and I honestly don't know why he kicked in my door, honestly. You know, I thought we were friends, and, you know, maybe he was just trying to get his...
Were you selling?
Oh, hell no. You know, I just smoked it, and I was a producer. You know, I recorded people, audio and video production. And, you know, I'd let them come to my house, hang out, do deals there, and you know, just that one night, you know, I had my son. You know, I was fighting with my baby's mom, having custody. You know, so I'd get my son on the weekends, and you know, I had my son in my arms. I hear a knock at the door, and there he is. I was like, hey man, come on in. You know, he comes in, and next thing you know, there's two gangbanger guys behind him trying to kick in my damn door. Like they're trying to push it in and everything. I'm like, what the hell? I even looked at him. I said, what the hell are you doing, Rufio? Like, why the fuck do you have these guys coming in behind me? You know, and he's just like, he was so gone. Like, just looking at his face, on his facial expressions, he was just fucking gone.
Really?
Yeah. And, you know, and supposedly he's some type of loyal cartel member or whatever the hell. I'm like, you know, it's just, I don't fucking know. At this point, I'm just like, what the fuck do you do? This is like, I can't just call the fucking police and be like, hey, you know.
Well, it's kind of hard because a lot of it doesn't make sense because there's nothing on paper.
Exactly.
So if you're a snitch, I don't know how you be a snitch if you're not on paper.
Well, that's the only reason I can think of is this guy who came out and recorded me, gave that information right back to them, and that's how they got it. That's the only reason, the only way I can think of that could have happened.
And what the officer look like, you said? Not the Coca-Cola dude.
Oh, the other officer, he looked like Fred Gwynn. He was a tall, big, lurchy looking guy, and he was stationed at the central station, because I remember going to the bus station down there and seeing him frequently every time I'd get on the bus there. And, yeah, just a big, tall, lurch-looking guy, kind of like Fred Gwynn in the face.
You always saw him there, but you don't remember his name?
No, I don't remember his name at all. I just remember what he looked like, his frame, his face.
How old?
He was probably in his 40s, maybe 50s, possibly.
And he was a police officer, not a security guard?
Yes, sir, he was a police officer.
Huh. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything. I can ask around, but again, you've already contacted our Drug Enforcement Bureau, where they all told you everyone goes by Officer Jones.
Yes.
So I don't know, like, again, there's just nothing that you have that can substantiate. And again, there's nowhere on paper with your name.
Right.
As far as being a snitch.
Right,
so,
exactly. And that's the most disturbing part. That's the most disturbing.
Unless something else happened when you were in prison or before you went to prison with that dude.
Oh yeah, not at all. That's the only thing I could think of is that's happened, you know, is that this guy basically recorded me and showed them and said, hey, give me some money, there you go. Here's this fucking snitch for you. That's it.
Did they give you money?
No, not at all. I didn't, no, hell no. I'm talking about the guy who recorded me. I think maybe either he was in cahoots with these cartel or possibly undercovers, however they get sucked into their shit, taking money and bribes or whatever.
Gotcha. You say you just went by Jones?
Yeah, he wrote on the back of the card, Detective Jones. I mean, the phone number panned out because the lady answered and everything and told me, you know, all of our detectives are Jones. I was like, well, that's fucking convenient.
Did they take your name?
Yeah, they took my name and everything.
Huh? Yeah, let me see what I can find out. If anything pans out, I'll call you back.
All right, I appreciate that.
Thank you.
All right, no problem. So what do you think about that one, huh? Nothing pans out. Fucking hilarious. See, and 90% of the time they're going to make you think that you fucking are like mentally fucked up or something, that this didn't happen. The fuck? The fuck out of here. Anyways, so let's see if something pans out.